Hey out and welcome to Neverwinter with Arrogant. So it was requested to me to go and test out these companions, whether or not it actually matters to have them fully upgraded. So we'll go and summon a different companion and we can delete our Mythic Pseudodragon, and then we can simply go and purchase a green one just here with those trade bars, and we'll get that one equipped and we'll test it out from green all the way to mythic and how much damage we actually get differing depending on what rank it is. So right now we just have it on that green rarity, and we'll test out. We'll pop over to our Jolt dummy and we can go and see what damage this companion, when it's only on green, is outputting against these dummies. Now you'll instantly notice that just by eye, they aren't actually dealing much less damage than they normally would on that mythic rarity. And that is correct. We can see that this companion was dealing over 28,000 DPS just against this dummy on green. Now I have gone and upped my stats a little bit outside of the normal testing I would do. You can see that from my document, and you can see I gain that extra power because my alpha compies bonus has been doubled since we're in Chal. So how much damage difference can these companions deal between their ranks? So on green we can see he was already dealing to that 28,000 encounter DPS. Now on blue we can see apparently he's dealing actually less damage. Keep in mind that every time you upgrade these companions you will gain more item level. We can see on blue here we're gaining an item contribution of 600 from the Pseudodragon, and you will also notice that in its enhancement power, let's say we equip any of them, and you can see it only gives 150 item level. And when we go and upgrade our Pseudodragon even further, that gets increased again. You can see our companions now giving us double item level, 1200, and the enhancement again is 300. It just depends on your companion when you upgrade it, how much item level it gives you here. So that will overall affect our damage, since when our base damage changes, which is directly affected by our item level, then so does our companion's damage change. And we were seeing that through those results, and we can see there that this is on our blue rarity, this then is on our purple rarity, 28.6 thousand, and then on legendary 28.7 thousand, and then on mythic 29.3 thousand. So we were definitely seeing some improved results there. And again, we can look at this chart with just them compared against each other. Now, the lowest damage we were getting was oddly enough on blue. This means when you look at the damage difference between green rarity to the mythic rarity, you're only gaining about a 4% extra damage boost from green to mythic. Again, these tests I would have to do much more times. I've went through it like about 5 times on each rarity because I was getting these weird inconsistent results where blue was actually dealing less damage than green, which was very odd, but it is what it is. And I guess the item level difference between them is very little, and there must be something going on there. But you can see then after that, when we go to purple, legendary, mythic, they all step up the damage there, and that's mainly due to that increase in the item level and thus base damage. So if you have a blue companion and you're considering upgrading it to mythic, you can see we'll only just gain over a 5% difference in damage there. Very minimal. Again, keep in mind though that upgrading your summoned companion will affect this companion enhancement. It will affect how much this boost is. You can see it's only 5% there when it's on legendary, and that gets up to 7.5% when we upgrade it to mythic. And the item level here as well, the maximum is 3000. On legendary it's only giving 2000. On much lower rarities it gives only like 150 on green. Keep that in mind, and that base damage will affect your own damage as well. So if you're a very new player and considering running with an active companion, when we look at this chart, you can see that it really isn't important at all to upgrade your active companion for it to deal much more damage. Like a 5% difference from blue to mythic is really minimal. It is, of course, what you want to be obtaining when you're in endgame and just been maxing. But for newer players, it means that upgrading your summoned companion isn't that important. Keep in mind that I'm sure there are different companions out there that may be affected differently by this leveling up than what you see here with the Pseudodragon. Because when you have your Pseudodragon on much lower levels, many of these abilities will get locked we can see that we'll just go and delete this guy again. We purchase another one there for 800 trade bars, and we can equip him. And when he's on green there, it actually looks like all of the powers seem to be unlocked, which is a bit odd. But let's say we upgrade him. Now, first you can see on green, it's 200 item level there, and our cute sense is only giving us 50 item level. So we're losing out on a lot. But we get to that blue rarity, and let's have a look at its powers. Again, all of them do seem to be unlocked, and there used to be a leveling system where you'd level up your companion, and at certain ranks it would unlock these certain abilities. Again, that just seems rather odd, as they seem to be all unlocked from the get-go at green. Again, that could change with different companions, but the Pseudodragon being the top tier single target DPS companion right now, it's also a very cute companion. I like the look of it. It's also a mini dragon, which will definitely fit within the next module. And with it dealing the most amount of damage, I thought it prudent to go and get those tests on this companion. Again, you can see the difference in damage it's dealing compared to its different ranks there. Blue seeming to deal the least amount there, and that's why it has the 0% there. And then if you have that upgrade to Mythic, you get a total of 5%. So the difference between green and Mythic is only about 4% there. So again, this means that upgrading your summoned companion is not a priority. You definitely have a lot other things that are better to do. For example, upgrading those passive companions. They give you the item level, and they also give you a big boost in those percentage statistics there. Ratings you cap very easily, but these percentages are much harder to obtain, and companions are the key source for them right there. So again, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented this well, consider leaving the video a like. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.